I think the key. Have you ever heard of this theory about the 10,000 hours theory?
Yes. Yeah.
So that theory works, right? So
well.
when I first started out, I saw Damien Rice in concert, and I mention it in a song. I said I won't stop till my name's in lights. Stadium Heights with Damien Rice, and literally like I watched him and was like, I want to do that one day, and wrote a million songs, did a million gigs, and have ended up kind of doing a similar thing. But it literally came from writing a song a day, or 2 songs a day, or 5 songs a day, and just getting all these songs out of me, doing a million gigs, sometimes 3 gigs a day. Sometimes we did 6 gigs a day one year at Glastonbury. But I think you view it as a dirty tap. When you switch a dirty tap on, it's going to flow shit water out for a substantial amount of time, and then clean water is going to start flowing. And now and then you'll get a bit of shit, but as long as it gets out of you, it's fine. So with songs, you're going to write shit songs at the beginning. My songs were terrible. My raps were terrible. Like, I've listened to it the other day, it's awful. But I got it out of me, and the more and more you write, the more and more you experience, and then you start flowing clean water, and songs start getting better and better and better. And when you're on a good streak, you're writing good songs, now and then you're going to write a shit song, and that song is out of you and you can move on. And it's the same with gigs. Like, you will always play bad gigs at the beginning. That's what you need to do. And then the more gigs you do, the better you'll get. Now and then you'll have a shit gig, but that's all right because you've got it out of you and you've experienced it. So I just say the more and more you can do, you put in your 10,000 hours, write as many songs as possible, gig as much as possible. Always be nice to people, because that is how the music industry works now. It doesn't work on who's the best. It works on who's got the best music and who's the nicest.
I'm in love with the shape of you, and I'm in love with the heartbeat. I'm in love with your body. Oh, wow, 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 wow. I'm in love with your body. That was my shit.
My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond.
My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com. Right here, we got Ed Sheeran giving advice to artists who want to make it. This is really good advice. And he says the 10,000 hour rule, but y'all heard me use this analogy before. It's about putting up shots. Like, you got to keep putting up shots. You got to keep consistently, look at that follow through. Y'all niggas ain't ready for this. Putting up shots. And the reason is, when you first start putting up shots, you're going to brick. You're going to airball. Some might go in, but it's not going to be consistent. But if you keep putting up shots and keep putting up reps, eventually you're going to have this muscle memory, and you're going to know exactly as soon as you release if that shot's short, if it's long, if it's to the right, if it's to the left, if that shit is buckets, or if it's rebounding, and you know how it's going to bounce off the rim and where you need to be the rebounder or where your teammates need to be. Like, that's what happens when you put in your work. It's the exact same thing with music. It's the exact same thing with putting up content. A lot of y'all been hitting me up about social media strategy and how do you build a brand and how do you get fans and how do you get engagement. I've been telling y'all since the top of the year, and it was just something I said off the cuff, but it really resonated with a lot of y'all, was just do shit. And I tell myself that every day. When I post content and I don't like how it comes out, or I don't like how I look, or I don't like how I sound, or I might have fucked some words up or whatever, I don't care, man. Just do shit. Just post that shit, right? Some of our videos work. Some of them don't. Some of our videos gonna be shit and get 1,000, 2,000 views. Some of the videos gonna get 500,000 views. I don't know, but I just keep putting out content. I'm keep putting up shots. It's the exact same thing when you write music. Like, my whole first album, The Duct Tape, was as raw as it gets for a rapper. It was the first time I went to the studio. It was the first time I made a beat. It was the first time I was in front of a mic. It was the first time I wrote songs. Like, I had songs that's like 5.5 minutes long and shit. Songs that was like with verses that had 63 bars. Like, not even numbers that made sense mathematically. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, but I got all that shit out of me, and I was happy about the Duct Tape, even though I can't listen to that shit at all. And 8 months later, I made Every Scar Has a Story that I still listen to. Something that's more refined. Something that shows that, like, oh shit, he got all that out of him and he was able to build on it. And then a year later, not even a year later, less than a year later, I wrote Don't Sleep and it got 1 million streams. I mean, because I was able to get all that out of me. Like Ed Sheeran said, if I don't make the Duct Tape where I'm screaming and yelling and all that shit and the melodies is fucked up, I don't get to Don't Sleep. I don't get to Sunshine. I don't get to Even Love Me. I don't get to Michael Porter. I don't get all that attention that comes from that. I don't get to deal with Journeys. I don't get Keita, the dance kid, making those videos. That doesn't encourage me to start Group 82 Music. That doesn't encourage me to make these videos. I don't get the 500,000 views on the Chance Describes His Apple Music Deal video. Like, I don't get any of that. And none of that would help me feed my daughter, and I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't be talking to you right now. You got to start somewhere. Just do shit. Just get that shit out of you. Stop overthinking. Stop having paralysis by analysis. Y'all know what paralysis is? When you paralyze, when you can't move. Analysis, when you overthinking some shit. A lot of y'all do that. Fuck it. Just do shit. Some of it's gonna be whack, but get it out. That's another reason why I don't criticize people's music. One criticism y'all have with us at Group 82 is that why do y'all add everybody's music to the playlist that plays? Because who am I to judge you? Who am I to judge you that your music isn't gonna connect with somebody? I might not like the shit, but my opinion doesn't matter. You might need to get that song out of you that might be universally trash to go make that next hit record that's gonna make you 10, 20, 30, 40, $100,000. I'm not about to get in your way of that, because if you truly want this shit, you gotta go through the trash shit. Everybody who is anybody in the history of music has made some trash shit. So it's okay. But y'all so busy worrying about what other motherfuckers think that you don't believe in yourself enough to put the stuff out there, to take the little bit of judgment, take a little hit on the chin from your 600 followers. It's only gonna reach 10 of them, and they don't even really give a fuck, to create something down the line that might change your life. If you one of the people that don't really care what other people think, and you ready to change your life, and you wanna get plaques, and you wanna be able to make all this money from music, click the link in the bio and purchase one of our packages for 60% off right now. I'm out the pond. Y'all stay true.
Okay. Okay.
Rubbing on your booty 'cause I want a little taste.
Locate. Locate.
Chicken, chicken, chicken when I snap your legs.
Obey. Obey.
All the pretty girls, let me see ya, see ya.
Rotate. Rotate. Okay.